Guys, Love Island got my blood pressure high.
Whew.
So I'm very excited to talk about it, of course, with Misha and Kenyon. I can't wait for the male perspective. I
Yeah,
really want to hear from you.
it's needed. It's needed. I'm very interested in hearing, Kenyon, how you're feeling about Casey's experience, what the audience is saying about him, how he was treated last night during the recoupling. Yeah.
All right. Now, first off, he better than Corbin because they are killing Corbin right now. But I feel him because he wasn't picked first. Everybody was actually picked at one point. And when it came to Casey, he was just the last man standing. So he felt a way about Aniya in the beginning. However, I think they actually came together and built something. But not being picked first, that was a big thing.
Yeah, I want to speak to that real quick because people are like, y'all, why are you so stuck on not being picked first? What that told him is that aesthetically, physically, he was not the first choice for anyone. No one was particularly attracted to him initially. To me, I said it day one, I don't know why Aniya would go with Sincere and Melanie. Like, it's musical chairs. You still had an extra chair left.
Right.
You could have just went there, but she did not. She wanted Sincere. Like, you remember when she said, like, when she talked about Corbin, caramel, hazel eyes, curly hair?
What every woman would want. That's what she said too.
That is the description of Sincere. So she did not pick him. He was surprised. You remember he said, I thought you were going to be behind my door. So he wanted that initially. So he wasn't picked initially. And then every day they had like four same conversations of, oh, you want to explore soul? I'm open to it, but I really like what we have going on. I think you're great. He really was pouring into her, and she keeps questioning it. And he's like, well, why are you questioning it? Maybe you don't actually like me because you initially weren't really attracted to me, and now you keep questioning our relationship and my intentions. What's behind that? That's what's happening there. That's what he means when he's saying that. Like, you're questioning me, I'm not questioning you, but you're making me start to.
There was something that happened during the episode. It was small, but to me, it really supported the idea that Aniya does not really like Casey and just wants to be chosen.
Yep.
She, at the beginning, when they were getting ready, said, man, Casey is some fine shit. I just want to be with fine shit. And there was something about that was so shallow to me. She did not speak about him like, I think he's fine. I look at Casey and am attracted to him. Even Kenzie, when speaking about Corbin, she was like, oh, he looks so good. I want to jump his bones. Aniya has never spoken about Casey like that. She just said, in general, he's fine and I want to be with somebody fine. So she's thinking about, I want to be chosen by somebody who looks good to others, not necessarily to me. I want an image. There's an image in my head that I see of us being together and it looks good. And it's not about
what
him.
You just said. Well, who was the guy that she was talking to, that Aniya was talking to now, that she got mad at the end when he got a limit, when she didn't get picked? And she was like, oh, I should have Carl.
Yeah.
She literally said, yeah, but Carl's kind of like not my type. Yeah, but Casey, because she was saying exactly what you're saying as far as how he looks. That was the thing for him. And for Casey, my main thing was, he was like, I'm from South Central. She from South Central. I look at her, I see my mom and my sister. And then them other ones that was still trying to come at old girl and Titi.
Yeah. Well, let's talk
that's
about
a whole
that.
Nother story because I can't stand them.
Do you want to get into that? Do you want to get into the little back and forth of it all? Or do we still have more we want to say about Casey?
Oh, we'll probably end up going back to Casey anyways.
Yes.
About the whole thing, right?
Yes.
I was surprised. I don't know. I was not ready when they started going off on Corbin. I forgot about what he said during the thing.
But it's Kenzie.
They were not that deep.
The streets.
It's
She's
just
for everybody.
Oh,
it's Kenzie.
The problem across the board with Kenzie is that she just does not like to feel played. And Corbin out the gate was like, you know what? I think I might be done with Kenzie. And he said day one, he's like, man, this sucks because I had red flags about her that I wanted to talk about, but he didn't get an opportunity to talk about it. So it was never that deep between them. It was always sexual attraction, never like a intellectually compatible. Yeah, so she can be mad at him, but I don't care. Like, I truly was like, next, like, y'all are not moving me as it
At
relates to
all.
going off on Corbin. I don't care. And yeah, I'll leave it there. I don't care.
The thing that really got on my nerves, there were so many, but I'm like, if Kenzie has an issue with Corbin, let her deal with that with Corbin. If Aniya has an issue with Casey, let them go back and forth. Why is the peanut gallery ganging up on these people, on the man and on the bombshell? Bombshell ain't got nothing to do with it. She's just here doing her job in the casa. Like, leave her alone completely.
I love
But
how
why are
Titi
y'all...
look. Titi was like,
Babies,
hold
Titi
on,
said, I'm not the
Titi.
one or the two.
I love it. Because they tried to sun her. And
Yeah,
They
they
did.
did. Yeah, they did.
And just so, like, so many people are like, why are the Casa girls talking? I have never, and people can correct me, I've never seen someone get booed walking out. Tomato. I've never seen that happen. I've never seen the peanut gallery. The girl, the one individual gets to go off, and her friends are usually supportive, like, yeah, girl, you go get him. There's no reason why Corbin, like,
Right.
Kenzie, you have 2 guys. You got 2 guys in the
For
house
no
now.
reason,
She
because
got
why
like
are
8
you
dudes.
on...
What you mean?
Why are
She
you
had
on
everybody
Gal?
that came in the villa, out the villa. This is Kenzie.
You have 2 guys right now, and one of the guys, your friend, and you high key, quiet as kept. Kenzie likes Gal more than she likes Dylan, because what I know now about Kenzie, she prefers a guy with a little edge. Dylan don't have enough edge for her. That's why she likes Gal. That's a different story. But yes, Kenzie, you are always double dipping with someone, it's usually your friend's guy,
Yes.
the person your friend is interested in. So, girl, there is not, just because Corbin said something you did not like. Sorry, he hurt your feelings. Okay, it was his truth. Now you know. Keep it pushing. Why are you giving him all this energy? It does. My biggest issue with the girls today is, like, none of y'all want to have the upper hand. None of y'all. Y'all all spent all week crying, then trying to empower yourselves. Crying, then empower yourselves. Y'all have all these men. These men, the Corey and Melanie date, the first time we've seen a date on this show.
The little picnic.
Yeah.
All of the guys. Picnic. Yeah, they're being vulnerable. Carl is saying, you know, I'm not always that funny, so sometimes I get a little insecure about that. What does Aniya say? You're perfect. Interesting. Yep. The guys are being lovely. Y'all are being treated so well in this moment. What's that guy's name? Che asks about Kata's Haitian background. All of that. They're
Which
really
Zach has never done.
Yeah,
Zach doesn't give 2 fucks about her being Haitian.
Yeah,
I mean, he definitely don't care because he's from England, right?
Mm-hmm.
With his brother from last season, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or his brother. So we already kind of know. All right, y'all keep going.
So yeah, I'm just like, these are some good men in front of y'all.
They are.
Look, I might be defending Casey, but I don't think these men are great for these girls. Why would y'all go back to them? Y'all think that's what we wanted? Absolutely not.
Y'all want to know one thing that I saw that stood out, especially from the last episode, is I believe it was Casey was talking to somebody, and he was like, "Yeah, the girls in the other villa, they're basically just talking about, they're acting like this is real real life. Like, that's my girl, that's my friend. I'm not gonna step on those toes. However, y'all ain't known each other a month yet. And then, on top of that, this is a challenge competition. Y'all do know this is like not real life right now. And they just not playing the game. So that's why, like if we could just even switch it just a little bit, I am on the back and forth with Sincere. Because I hate him, and now I'm starting to like him. But I hate him, but I like him. And I don't know why, because I believe that Sincere is really being sincere in playing Love Island. I don't think nobody else is really playing
He's
Love Island.
the only one that, like, is fully being engaged with his new couples.
He's the only one emerging.
Emerging himself. Jesus. This man don't know no English. Go on.
No, the reason, because look, y'all, out of all of the men that deserve to be yelled at, it is Sincere. Like, the villain of the season is Sincere. This man said that until he saw the postcard, it was like, it made him remember how Melanie looked. He was starting to forget how Melanie looked. That's a disrespectful thing to say.
And
that is disrespectful.
And nobody is coming for him.
No one. But you know why? It's because he takes just a little accountability. He's like, yeah, you know what? I am fucking up a little bit. I am a little wild. So and so it's just like, you know, everyone's like, all right, Sincere, whatever. So he's just does that just enough to make us know that he's aware of his ain't shit behavior. Whereas Casey is always on the defense, but I think he should be on the defense, honestly.
Yeah. To me, on the subject of Sincere, I can't tell you. And Melanie, because Casey and Aniya took over everything, there's a lot of other conversations that aren't being had.
Yeah.
Melanie made herself look as stupid as possible. Because how dare you sit there and try to cuss him out and tell him you deserve better and pick him. Do you understand that what you just told him was, there's nothing you can do to make me not pick you? And even his speech back to her basically said, I know your dumbass is going to come back every time. That is basically what he said.
Yeah, he's basically trained you now. He's trained you to
She's
like
Pavlov's dog.
Don't train you.
Yeah, like no, he knows now that he can do a little, a little F around.
Put his toe in the water.
Put his toe in.
Yeah. Okay.
Explore,
okay.
and she's gonna get mad, cuss him out, but stay with him. This is not like the fourth time almost? Like at least the third.
I agree. Yeah. And I just don't see how he don't see her toxicity, because Melanie is toxic.
Say more.
All right.
Well, you know what, Melanie.
Right. I got one big thing.
Oh, go ahead.
That it happens. Have y'all seen pictures of Melanie before all this stuff?
Yes, she was thickums.
Mm-hmm. You know what happens when women start losing that weight?
What?
Tell us, please.
Okay. The head is huge. Now they're the finest person ever walking in America. But they still had that insecurity that's there. And that insecurity has never left her. And now you're starting to see it on this show because she's popping out and she's going crazy on me.
What insecurity do you think she has?
That she's not enough.
It always does go back to not being enough.
Mm-hmm.
She was already enough. I like the thickles, Melanie.
She was a beautiful model before then, and
she was beautiful. You didn't have to do that, but then, like I don't know. Maybe this is just me. I've just experienced this. I just know when that happens, it's a certain thing that happens that it's like, oh, now I'm the shit. Let me show you, blah blah blah. But still, it's that insecurity that's still there, that's still playing itself out. And I think that we're starting to see this. My thing is, Sincere has to see that red flag. To me, Melanie, because she's ready to pop off.
What's the red flag that he needs to see?
She's popping off.
No, this girl literally has gone back. He's played in her face several. Look, y'all, none of these girls outside of Trinity should have recoupled with these men tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Corey was right there. Corey was right. Corey has shown her so much. He's given her a beautiful experience that Sincere has never. Their it's just chill. He just be like, yeah, I think we cool. I'm ready for us to go on that date and, Penn's Landing. It's nothing. It's just there. Corey was going above. He is showing how he values her, and he is saying it and showing her. I've never seen Sincere actually show her.
Agreed.
Right? And that letter is just a letter.
Too, with them coming in, they are lightweight haters. Because they've been able to see the show. Mm-hmm. Now they know what they got coming in. And then the main thing is everybody trying to tell Melanie, yeah, we see that you're not getting. They're literally hating on Sincere while they're doing this. Mm-hmm. So as a man, you kind of, because it's kind of like that's not how you want to step into something when you're trying to talk to a woman. You're not trying to step on another man's toes, but on this show you have to. So they're showing these people doing just something completely different that I don't think they've ever done in a norm.
Yeah,
that's true.
They call it dirty macking. I found out.
Dirty macking. Everybody's dirty macking. This show should be called Love Island / Dirty Macking. Like it's crazy.
Once we get to Casa Amor. By the way, I know that a lot of folks are just like, why do Casa girls, while they're in Casa Amor, have so much things to say negatively about the girls?
Because they saw it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, they watched the show. They might not like the girls just as much as we might not like the girls that much, right? I don't think any of us have favorites here. I think that they've probably watched it and been annoyed with, Titi, for example. I think someone said, she has a parasocial relationship with KC. And I'm like, yeah, she's watched him for the last 3 weeks. She saw how it went last week. She's been identifying with him. She's been feeling sorry for him. She's attracted to him. She's like, you know what? I'm going to let you know that I want you. So, yeah, the girls are coming in with contacts. I think one of the girls was like, Kenzie likes whoever likes her. She ain't lying.
There's no lies detected.
This is Kenzie.
I loved when Parnita was like, I ain't scared of Kenzie.
Yes.
I love it.
I like the Casa girls' energy. I know we haven't seen as much of them, but I do, from what I have seen, I really do like them better. And I feel like they are more in the Love Island mindset as opposed to the Villa girls who are just in this weird, crazy, cliquish, mean girl, possessive. They're incredibly possessive over the men in a way that's very, to me, almost, I don't want to say scary, but it's
scary. It's 3 weeks. How are y'all that close?
Yeah, it's getting to a place of why do you think that these men belong to you, or that you should control their actions, or that they should act like they're married? It's just really unhinged almost. I feel like when they're off camera, they're hyping each other up. I don't know. There's a cult building. It's just getting very over the top.
I almost kind of get it though, because all right, now I'm starting to think about, all right, Now, have y'all ever been to like a conference where you with somebody for like 7 days straight, from beginning to end, every day? I came from. I remember going to a conference in Berkeley, and I was with people 24 hours, basically every day for 5 days. By the end of the day, I'm crying like it was summer camp. I didn't want to leave them, and like this had nothing. This was a professional type setting. These, what they doing is a little different. So I could kind of get now. And now I'm just starting to think about it out loud. Like, okay, 3 weeks. That's a lot if you were around. So I mean, think about the pandemic when you was around somebody for 24 hours.
Well, that's why I think it's such a mute point when they be like 3 days. I can't believe you did it in 3 days.
Because y'all were the same. Yeah. Y'all were the same in the first 3 days of the villa, where you were immediately obsessed with your person. So how dare you act like 3 days is nothing when we know villa time is more time? And guess what? Even if we acknowledge, wow, how could you change up so quickly? I think that shows that it wasn't a change up. It shows that they really never had the opportunity to explore they wanted to. Trinity almost got it. I literally was like, you almost got it. She said, oh, so just because Aniya's not around, now you want to explore freely? Yes. She was holding him back. That's actually the point. That's what Casa is about. That's why they don't keep them all in one place. You're almost there. You're almost there, Trinity.
I posted last night. I'm like, will we be this mad at Casey if Aniya would have picked Carl like she was supposed to? Like,
no.
No. What is the outrage? He was supposed to choose Carl. There was, y'all, Aniya, that final conversation they had before Casa Amor, she said, you do you. Casey was trying to make sure that they had like a solid, mend it. She walked away. I don't know why she would still be interested in him herself, right?
Exactly.
And I don't know why she would think that he might want to come back to that. And I also, I'm convinced now that Aniya isn't telling the girls the truth. We do talk about, like I've said in the past, where I think like how things come to her is a little distorted. And so maybe what she's telling the girlies are a little distorted. But if they known like the honest conversations that she's had with Casey and back and forth, there should be no problem here. I'm so sorry. There should be no problem here.
But honestly, I feel like those girls are irrational, so there might still be a problem because they're just insane. I don't know what their expectations are, but it's not making sense. Because even outside of the main couples we've been talking about, even when I look at somebody like a Zach and a Aada, I'm shocked that Aada would be so emotional and so attached to Zach after he was so rude and, in my opinion, even manipulative after she explored a little bit with Caleb. And the way he kept saying, like, I don't want us to get too physical too quickly because what if bombshells come in? And I'm like, she should have already been in a place of like, let me go ahead and explore because he's moving a little wild. And yet she's still so like not even wanting to kiss Che, not even wanting to consider him for. I don't think she ever gave Che a chance.
No, she didn't.
Yeah. And I got, so one, I don't think I really realized that Aada was only 22. And
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, so she's not mature relationship wise. So I don't think she's clocking like how Zach being like the way Zach has reacted to her throughout the time is an issue. And I did not realize that she was intentionally not kissing the guys because of her relationship with Zach. I just thought that she wanted to take it slow with, like, even with Corbin, all of them. I just thought that like she just like, no, not yet. But she was actually doing that to respect her relationship with Zach. So I got why her noticing that he kissed her on night one was, that's the only person that's like it. They probably have been the closest relationship throughout the villa that's also been like consistently together, affectionately
like
together.
A real couple.
Yeah.
Instead of like,
but baby, Aada about done giving me the ick. You know how that Vogue article, having a boyfriend is embarrassing? Aada, week by week, I'm like,
it's getting worse. It's getting worse. The pressure is getting worse.
Not as bad as I thought you were. And by the way, people being like Titi or Tiara might not be aware that Aada can throw hands. This girl is throwing hands. She's throwing hands in New Hampshire. Titi throwing hands in South Central. Not the same.
There is nothing about Titi that gave me any concern that she would be able to stand up for herself. Like, and the girls got quiet.
No.
I'm Titi.
When Trinity said, "Okay, I'm shut up," it was, "I'm about to get my ass whooped."
Correct.
Shut the fuck up. That's basically
correct.
What happened.
Because why are you popping off? And Trinity, we have like Misha and I have really stand Trinity for like almost since day one. And so I
don't like her.
Ooh.
Say more.
I don't like her.
Yeah, say more.
And
since when?
When she came out, she had the baby hairs. That's the first thing I just discussed. Yeah.
I don't like the baby hairs either.
I hate the baby hairs. Get that shit gone somewhere. Them baby hairs.
So just aesthetically, she's irritating you.
Aesthetically, that was the main thing. Then the point, she said she ain't never messed with a white dude, so you can tell she's trying to be Nicolandria or however they was last year. Because I didn't like them either, but I think it's all fake. Like she's trying to play this up because she thinks she can get the bag like Nick and Alandria did from last year. So this is our black-white thing, and let me keep on doing it, blah, blah, blah. Man, Stevie Wonder can see they ain't going to be together by the end of this one. Or if they are, they're going to break up just like Nick and Alandria.
They haven't broken up.
They supposed to be celebrating their 1-year anniversary yesterday, so I don't know. I honestly don't care. I don't care if they're faking it. Like, every year, someone might be faking it.
Agreed.
I get it. Like, I get that it like might, because they are giving us a love story that might not be true. So I get the annoyance and like side eye. But if she gonna get the bag regardless. Honestly, out of every like most people get the bag if they act right. She gonna get the bag regardless. I think she's gonna have a fabulous acting career.
I almost believed them. I think it was a couple of episodes ago where I was like, oh, I think this actually might be like a real love story.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was just after seeing her how she acted with Corbin when he got kicked out. I mean, when he came with the other girl, and then acting with KC.
She called him trifling.
She switched up too quickly. Yes. And that let you know that she's capable of acting.
This is an act.
Because you, in that same episode, when Aniya said, I want my, fine man. And she said, okay, well, be delusional, get your fine man back. So you knew that she should not go back to
thinking about,
KC.
I'm on this show and I'm about to get it.
So why are you mad that KC got a new girl? And why are you mad at KC?
I think that's the real Trinity, though. And that's the thing.
That's the real Trinity, too.
That's the real Trinity. And homeboy hasn't seen how she really act. Like she said, she ain't never been with us. When this white dude, when they get off of this show and she start acting how she really act.
No, I believe that was the real Trinity that popped out because I honestly was like stunned. And the way that she was just like, the way that she said, baby, nobody's talking to you, baby. I thought that was so disrespectful. Like, I'm very sensitive to throwing in names like that, like baby, honey, sweetie. Don't ever call me a pet name if I'm not actually that to you. Like, don't ever do that. And I feel like she did that to belittle, to try to sun
and silence.
Titi. Yes, and like that, and then the way that out the blue, girl. Even if this is an issue, which it shouldn't be, but why are you picking this time to ask about why did you say me and Bryce shouldn't be in the top? First of all, that's not what the nigga said. You have misunderstood it from the beginning. Second of all, why are you bringing it up now? That has nothing to do with the price of tea in China. Why are we talking about this? Like, it was ridiculous.
Mute point. What does it matter? Like, because literally what she said is, so you feel like y'all should have been in the top, but the first chance you got to walk away, you walked away. What was the point you were trying to make? They were a strong couple when that vote happened, as America felt, and we have also now seen, and Casey has felt, they might not be compatible as of today. So people are allowed to change their minds. People are allowed to, and I think the girls can learn from that. Right? I think the girls can learn from that. By the way, I didn't like last year when Alandria was like making fun of Taylor for saying that he got like a kid-like feeling with Clark. I didn't like that she made fun of him for that.
Vibes.
Sisters.
It's the same vibes.
Let men have feelings. They might not express it as long as they are not expressing their feelings violently and aggressively and verbally abusively. Let them express their feelings. It might not come out the way you would expect. It might not always come off soft, but listen to what they're saying, okay? And use your context clues from there to see what they mean.
Yeah, and that's the way I feel about KC, is that when people are upset with him about still being hurt about not being picked, first of all, that was a few weeks ago. This was not years ago in his life. This was a few weeks ago where he experienced a rejection. And he, just like any human being, wants to feel wanted, wants to feel desirable. He showed up in his best pink suit thinking he was doing something, and all them girls said, no, it's not enough. That's hurtful to the ego. That's hurtful to the pride. I thought I was fine. Y'all don't want me? And then here comes Titi. I want you real bad. Of course he's going to be like, well, hey, let me lean into this one. What's wrong?
Let's stay there for a second, because there's this conversation of people feeling like KC feels like he's entitled to Aniya's body. And I don't think that's what's happening, people. KC has said,
I have to start blocking people.
Yeah, no, I have started blocking people too. Like, anytime I see like a dumb tweet, block. Like, I just don't want to see it anymore. I'm tired of it. His love language, people, is physical touch. So he sees a photo of Aniya, and this man's got his thighs on her, and they're like in this like passionate makeout session. Have we ever seen Aniya and Casey make out passionately? I've never seen them make out. I've seen them do the peck, 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 peck. Never seen them made out.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's gonna feel away when he sees that photo and she's looking so passionately about it. He's gonna feel like, dang, she ain't really like me. Look how happy she is with this guy. Look how, and she's saying it. She's saying he's perfect. He's making me feel seen. Like, she seemed to really be immersed with Carl. And Casey's peeping that, and that's what's happening. He's not, and yes, he said, I'm not even gonna go into what he said a couple of episodes ago, but the man ain't said nothing disrespectful. I'm so sorry.
How y'all feel about Aniya's reaction then?
Oh, Aniya, baby, you really played yourself, baby. I'm so sorry, girl. Really played yourself. Because the thing is, girl, the reason why I'm mad at all of y'all is that y'all could have had y'all's cake and ate it too.
Mm-hmm.
The men weren't going to go home. The couples were going to stay. You could have chose Che and made Zach, fight for you. You could have brought home, what's that man? I'm about to call him Carlos, Corey, and made Sincere feel away about it. And Aniya, you could have just moved on.
Yeah.
You and Casey were never gonna. I think the whole pick me thing, like her being like, she just wanted to felt.
Like,
she wanted.
I picked you.
Yeah. It's like she wants to prove, like she wanted him to prove that he would do anything for her, or like that he's gonna stick by her no matter what, no matter what she does,
and
how much.
The entire season too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been saying it like, you're trying to make me prove that I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Not I love you, that I like you.
That I like you.
You're trying to make me prove that I like you on every single thing. Is me making you. It's almost like how, I don't know if y'all watched the after show of last season when they went out of town and it was like in Utah or something. And Coco was messing with the tall dude that played basketball.
Oh yes.
Yeah. And it's like she just kept on trying to make me prove that I had to do something. And it's the same thing. It's just recycling itself.
Yeah.
One thing. Okay, what I'm gonna give y'all on KC is that I'm gonna go back to a conversation they had early in the season. Might have been like the second or so episode, when conversation that Casey and Aniya had early in the season about chivalry. And Casey was kind of saying like, I'm gonna do he said, I'm gonna do the bare minimum, but don't be expecting the most. I didn't like that. I don't like to hear guys be restrictive in that way. Mm-hmm. Like, why are you considering the type of affection or whatever you're going to give me? Like, just, I want you to give me your all when it's time to. I want you to give me all, because I'm going to give you my all, right? So I didn't like that. And I do think that's the thing. And that's the same thing with Chris. I felt the same way about Chris. I feel like Chris is like, Chris, I'm not going to do too much. I'm not going to. And I think that's a problem with the Gen Z guys. Like, I think that is a little bit of the red pullish thing where they don't feel like girls deserve the world. Yeah. But Aniya, that was a red flag, baby. That was a red flag.
That's like, in my defenses of Casey, I feel like I'm trying to balance and always like acknowledge that like, this man is not perfect. He has said and done stuff that's a little bit of an eyebrow raise, or like, I don't know if that's great. And the reaction to that should not be he needs to change. It should just be, I need to move on. Like, there was somebody who was going back and forth with me on Threads who was saying like, the reason why Aniya isn't being more physically affectionate with Casey is because she doesn't feel safe. And I said, so she feels so unsafe that she's begging him to stay with her?
Yeah.
If she feels unsafe, she should exit the situation. What are we talking about?
Yeah, another problem that people are saying is that like Casey's saying, I've poured life into Aniya, and one, they think that means him saying that means that it was transactional or inauthentic. I'm a Leo. I love complimenting people. I love pouring into people. I'm literally a coach, so I can now just like have a little bit of boundaries on how I pour into people. And so I get it when someone really does verbally reassure you, verbally affirm you without being asked sometimes. And sometimes when asked, he's never been restrictive on that. And we don't really see him get a lot back. And he's named that. She goes, the grief that Aniya has given him is not proportionate to what like the other guys have done. Like Casey, he low-key was like in timeout for the first 3 weeks. Yeah. So like
I even remember when Sincere was saying that to Titi, that this is the most I've seen Casey smile in weeks.
And I'm Corbin like, was saying that to Casey too. With Corbin sitting with him, they said the same thing. Like, dude, I had never seen you smile like this.
So we're noticing that the light was coming, like the light was leaving Casey throughout the weeks. The guys clearly saw it even more. So in Aniya's recoupling speech, what did she say? He always reassures me. He always makes me feel beautiful. I want that back. So why are folks feeling like He hasn't really been doing that. That's not a valid point when she says it's a valid point. Nothing Casey said last night was weird, was wrong, was incorrect.
And they wouldn't let him talk.
What we could hear.
He tried to talk, and they just kept shutting that man down.
And like the thing that got me, two things about what y'all just said. One is that I think even if you haven't been a fan of Casey up until this point, if you just take the recoupling, he behaved very maturely. He took a lot of like all that stuff that they were putting on him. He took it. He really wasn't fighting back.
He couldn't be serious. Remember how Aniya was trying to portray him? That was going out the window. And he showed class.
Yes, absolutely. He was serious. He wasn't being jokey. He wasn't, not bringing the proper gravity to the situation or whatever. And he was just speaking about, this is what I need to do for me, and this is how I'm feeling. And it didn't even give an I pick Clark, because he wasn't even really saying TT's better than Aniya. He was saying, I reflected on what I need and what's best for me. And I thought he handled it really well. Even if you haven't liked him the whole time, you have to acknowledge that he handled the recoupling situation well. And the other thing, what was the last thing you just said, Kenyon? You had said one thing.
My short-term memory is terrible. What did I just say?
Yeah, let me.
I wanted to respond to it, and now I forgot. All of our short-term memory is bad.
Shocked. This is 30. This is life in your 30s.
Well,
but yeah, so Aniya also said, I picked you every time. No, you didn't. The first time you did not pick him.
You didn't.
And you did not need to pick him. Okay, I don't have. So the online folks are also kind of giving Titi and Parmita the pick me, language or label. And I'm like, are you a pick me for asking to be picked? Or are you a pick me for defending the person you're in a couple with? What makes you more of a pick me? Asking.
Right. Hello, can you please pick me? Or like, look, at the end of the day, 3 days, however long that's passed, like I'm walking out here happy to be with my new couple. And then all of a sudden everyone's piling on him. So yes, I might be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And because the girls were really making it seem like, I'm trying to figure out how to articulate this. Like the only reason that the guys pick these girls is because they are bad men, instead of these girls being a good option.
For them.
You know what I mean? So they're really shitting on the bombshells without even realizing it by saying, there's no way he could actually just look at you and really like you. He must have just coupled with you because he's trash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're just not playing the game.
And to like, I'll say every year the Casa girl, like whoever gets, slighted when it comes to the Casa recoupling, there's always usually like at least one person who has like an over exaggerated reaction of like, we've been together for 4 weeks and it took 3 days. Like, and that always happens.
What was last year?
This is the worst I've ever seen it. It's
crazy.
The bar is like in hell on this reaction, because none of it was necessary. None of it.
Did you all? Now, and I know, Misha, you said you went back and watched it this morning, so it might be fresher in your memory. But I saw some people online saying that as the scene continues, you can see that Kenzie and Melanie are not there. And they had to be removed.
I went back, and so I don't know when that happened. I did not see it happen. I remember Melanie still being there during the back and forth with, like, I know Aniya was talking, and I remember seeing Melanie still look up at her. And so she was kind of in the mix, I feel like, during the back and forth with Trinity and Titi. So I didn't see that happen.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
What I was going to say.
I wasn't even paying attention to know that was something that was going on, that they weren't even there.
Aniya's, do y'all really think Aniya's gut told her to go back to Casey? Girl, stop listening to the gut.
Somebody said, get on some probiotics. That gut is off, okay? No, Aniya's gut didn't tell her. It was Aniya's copycatting of Melanie. There is a real, like, I've seen this theory,
that part
and
right there.
It's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Legitimately, it's almost like the blind leading the blind right now. I don't understand how the girls are so in line with each other. But it's just like, man, I hate to bring him up, but it's just like how Corbin said, man, like they are like a clique over on that side. And that clique, you could tell. But it's just crazy. It's been 3 weeks. And I guess as a normal person looking in, it's crazy. But now I keep on thinking about my damn retreats I've been on. Like, I have been, man, I kind of fell in love one time in like 3 days on one of them retreats. Like,
which retreat is this?
I know. Should I go on these retreats? So I can.
They different. No, like you with somebody, time in, time out, and like when you think about, you're with somebody, what, 2-3 hours a day, 4 hours a day while you're trying to get to know them. But now they with somebody for 24 hours a day, for 3 weeks. That's a long time. If you
Yeah.
put it together.
And I
it-
think that
it was
speaks
over.
to the fact that I remember day one of this season, I literally said, wow, these Islanders are young. And I even remember like thinking, you know, I watched season 7, I watched season 6, I watched Love Island games, and I feel like everybody was like late 20s. And all of a sudden everybody here was like
Everybody early
21.
20s now, right?
Yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I think that youthfulness
Same
is
for
making
Ken.
them not able to handle what you're talking about, Kenyon. That like, yes, this is an intense and like, you know, time is not real experience, but I feel like if they were older, they would be able to get a grip a little bit more about like, okay, let me relax. You know, like I just feel like their youth is also like the frontal lobes. Doesn't it take till 25? Frontal lobes are not
Yeah.
in the room with
At
us.
least they just
No.
not fully developed.
And I had posted like, oh my God, we really needed Sean and Bia to stay here for checks and balances.
We
And
did so
we
bad.
like, but the thing is, y'all, every time a person calls out a thing that is wrong, they're like, on, like, you gotta go, you're too smart. You clocked
So
us.
it looks
Mhm.
clicky and coupley. Get out.
Yeah. And like when
Mhm.
Titi, when Trinity was like, go home, Trinity was
No.
literally, I mean, Titi was just standing up for herself.
No, the trigger was
Just
she gonna try to say, this ain't the bad girls club. It's like,
Oh,
all right,
let's
so
talk
now
Anaya
about
said that.
like,
Anaya said that.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. I
saying?
forgot.
Like that wasn't cool at all. Like, and then you do that to another black woman. Like, I don't agree with that at all. That was trash.
The worst thing that happened last night is the name calling. The
Yes.
girls every time said the worst things
Yes.
to anyone who said anything not disrespectful, but just against their point.
Right.
But if you hear it, you know, as a black person talk to a black person, these were different tropes that were literally being called out. Like,
Oh,
I heard that bad girl club was, nigga, you acting ghetto.
Yep.
Why you acting so fucking ghetto right now?
Mm-hmm.
But in
Yeah.
the meanwhile, with her saying that, she acting ghetto. So it's just like, what are we doing right now?
And it builds because what has Anaya said? Fulani braid bitch. Why are you talking about a woman like that? Casey just wants to be Captain Save a Hoe. All of these things are added up. She's literally calling these women all types of bitches and hoes. Like literally.
That's all it is.
And it's constantly against another black woman in a way that is belittling and elitist and classist.
And I just want to be clear, I went back and watched it. Anaya said so she said the Fulani braids thing twice.
Yes.
And then she
Hey,
said,
y'all break that down to me. What's that mean?
just her hairstyle, basically like, go ahead.
Oh, I was
You
just
know,
gonna say the style that Titi is wearing is Fulani braids. So she doesn't care about the braids, but that's how she's describing her. She's like that Fulani braid.
Another one of those. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did seem like she said it 3 times. Like she said the Fulani braid, and then at another breath, like, why did it have to be her? That B. Why did it have to be this B? What is why is it a problem that he's with her in particular?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? I don't know. I'm not speculating. I didn't realize until I rewatched it. I'm like, oh, she actually does have like it's touching her somewhere for some reason, and we don't know. I'm not going to speculate it. I think Aniya's thing is a bit more classist than it is, and well, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know because she does seem a little. Does seem a little color struck, so I can't say that it's I don't want. I think it's dangerous to call her anti-black. Calling a black woman who is dark skinned and who is dealing with racism and colorism herself. It's tough for me to try to call her anti-black. She's got her things that she needs to work through. But classist, yeah, she definitely was looking down to them, and maybe that's what bothered her. Maybe that's what bothered her because maybe
she felt like she was less than her, and you chose her.
You chose that nanny. I don't know if she even knows the profession, but Titi is a nanny, and she may feel like that's not a good enough profession, or just something about the way Titi, shows up makes her feel like her against me.
Yeah, I think that might be it. I think that's unfortunate.
On this experience that y'all supposed to be exploring everything, I just don't. It's like y'all signed up for it, and you forgot what you signed up for.
I just want to name too, with folks talking about Casey's comments that are not becoming of him.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fair to say that Casey turned a little bitter. And
bitter. What you mean by bitter?
Bitter that he spent 3 weeks with someone that he was really investing in, and as he would say, pouring into, which I think that's hard to say he didn't do or negate. And then like the last week, just kind of like rag him and like. She said at one point that like you're just treating me like the safe option, and he said that was disrespectful. So that means that hurt his feelings.
Yeah,
his feelings were hurt, and he's not understanding why a woman that he's been loyal to and has reassured has been so argumentative with him. Yeah, he probably left a little bitter. a little frustrated. And so, yeah, you're seeing him talk in ways with his friends that you might not like. But again, I don't think he said anything disrespectful. And it was what he felt. The same way the girls.
Right.
The girls, honestly. So Corbin says the girls seem like, our girls seem like they're in college. These girls seem like in high school. The Villa girls seem like in high school. Aniya, yeah, these Casa guys do seem a bit more mature than our guys. Same thing. Different ways of saying it. Same thing, y'all.
It was.
The girls have been saying the same things.
And then
who y'all think coming back?
Huh?
Oh, we should talk about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you for asking that.
Yeah.
So we can get to it real quick. I picked Amora just because let's mix it up. Let's throw some more sincere. And I picked Corey because I'm not bringing Carl back. I want Aniya to go home.
Back. He's the one that's coming back.
I want Aniya to go home single and vulnerable because she does not need to be in this villa anymore. So I'm not bringing back a man for her.
Yeah. He coming back.
But I think Carl's going to be the one that gets the vote.
I think Carl.
Right.
Yeah. I agree because Melanie needs to have a conversation with Amora. And Melanie needs to try, girl, Corey's
Melanie
the one.
have a conversation with Amora?
Yes. Why not? I don't care.
It would be great for TV. It would be great for TV.
Yeah, and I want Corey to have another. I just think that they should give it another try. And y'all, I don't think Aniya liked Carl that much. So why should we let Carl go home to his chickens? He gonna have a good little girlfriend now. He's been on TV. He's fine. I know that this might not sound great, but Aniya needs to feel the consequences of her actions.
She does. So now she's going to be in that villa alone and watch Casey and Titi. And you know what? That didn't have to be the case because you could have kept Carl. Yeah, that's why I just want her to go home. Ugh.
Yeah. And people are thinking that, us bringing back Corey is rewarding Melanie. No, because we're voting back Amora. So that's a punishment to her as well.
Yeah.
I just brought back Corey because I like him. He's cute. I like his energy. I was like, this is the only one that I would vote for. But yeah, I feel like definitely not Carl.
I think Carl coming back. I think Corey coming back. I think because it's 2 and 2, right?
No, it was just one man and one woman.
Oh, I thought it was 2 and 2. No, I don't think. I think Carl's gonna be the guy.
Yeah,
just off of Aniya walking away, feeling all the stride, in America. So that's gonna be one. But the girl,
I've only seen people say Amora in terms of what they're voting for online.
Some people are voting for Sydney, but
why?
I don't even remember Sydney. Who was she?
Does she have to wait for a bombshell to come in for her? What are we gonna do with
Sydney?
Sydney?
She was the darker skin, long hair, the one that Trinity said was her dupe.
Oh, yeah. She was the one that was talking to Trinity's dude.
Yeah, for a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, I can't believe y'all about to have me liking Corbin. I can't believe it.
I like Corbin after this.
I like him and Permita. Look, they might not. Go ahead.
I was gonna say
that's fake though. That ain't gonna work.
Shallow people who are perfectly united.
They both 22, 23. Yeah. They're like no. That's not gonna work. However, it's looking good on TV, and compared to them versus the whole villa trying to come at Corbin.
Yeah, they're each other's speeds. They're each other's speeds. I'm not mad if two people who are similar get together.
Exactly, they make sense together.
They make sense.
I honestly, as much as some of it is a little bit ooh, I appreciate that Corbin has actually been keeping it very real.
Yeah,
he is not letting this commentary.
He was like Gabe almost.
He's level-headed. And I think I definitely saw throughout Casa oh. Yeah, Corbin wants a chill girl. Corbin is grounded. He's very grounded. He's level-headed. And so all the stuff that Kenzie does, the drama that she
is grounded and level-headed?
I do.
Fuck boy.
And
trying to get some pussy.
And that doesn't negate him being grounded and level-headed.
All of the things are true.
It could be true.
Okay.
he's a Virgo. That's what, he is grounded.
Okay.
As we saw him last night, the girls were coming for him. What did he do?
He just
stay grounded.
He was very.
That's a fact.
He really kept it together, and both him and Casey, I really respected how they handled that situation because they really were able to just not match the energy, and I appreciated that.
Yeah, I don't think Aniya and Casey should get online. I hope their families be it's not even worth it. We'll tell you, but it's not. I don't think it's worth them seeing anything that has been online because it's been way too much.
Because I feel like there's too much of this OGs versus bombshells, as if the OGs are special. And I'm you could have been a bombshell. It just, you happen to become an OG.
Yeah. And also, bombshells win the show. Oftentimes, I don't know if I've ever seen.
Maya was a bombshell.
Maya was a bombshell and Brian was a Casa boy.
Oh.
Like, very rare that
The
like
originals.
season 6 UK, my favorite season. Her I don't know, actually no, they're all bombshells. Yeah, I think all of the bombshells were in the top 3.
Wow.
I will say the problem that I think US consistently has is that 6 weeks is not enough. They got to extend it. It needs to be until August. I think that's how the UK is. We need more time for them to fall in love. Like, none of these people are going to be in love in 2 weeks. And that's the same thing that happened last year. I just feel like post Casa Amor, there were no like real couples happening still. They're still figuring it out. So I think they need to extend it so like real love can happen. Because that's why we feel like it's all so fake, you know?
Yeah.